For more on this, our assistant editor for Foreign Affairs, Siddhant Sibal, is now joining us on the phone line. Siddhant, just a few moments ago, India's Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri laid out some diplomatic steps that India has taken in the wake of the Pahalgam terror attack. Tell us more.
Well, important development tonight. India has announced that the Indus Water Treaty will be kept at abeyance. The fact that India has also announced that the Wagah-Tori border will be closed with immediate effect. Also, the military diplomats, the air attaché, the navy attaché will be expelled as well. It's an important development that has happened. And essentially, that is downgrading of the diplomatic mission. In fact, India has said that the strength of the diplomats in the two sides, whether it's India or Pakistan, will be now kept at 30. So that is the big development that is coming.
Right, while the Indian Foreign Secretary did assert on the diplomatic steps, there's still not been any information on the military steps or any kinetic option on the table.
Well, correct. There is no kinetic action so far, essentially. But the Indian Foreign Secretary said that we will be keeping the forces on high alert. That is the big development that has been talked about. But any kinetic action will take time. We know that after the Pulwama terror attack, India had taken some time before, of course, announcing the fact that these strikes will happen, the surgical strikes can happen. So essentially, we have to wait till the formal announcement or development happens.
Right, so I'm just asserting for our viewers watching the show, that was India's Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri who laid out the diplomatic steps that India has taken in the wake of the Pahalgam terror attack, in which 27 innocent lives were killed. The Atari border will be closed and Indus Water Treaty will be held in abeyance. Apart from that, Pakistan nationals will not be allowed to travel to India. Well, this is Himanshi. She is the widow of late Navy Lieutenant Vinay Narwal. Narwal was more than just a soldier. He was a loving husband and recently married to Himanshi. The couple was on vacation in Kashmir when Lieutenant Narwal's life was tragically cut short by the terrorist. Lieutenant Narwal was among the 26 unarmed civilians and tourists whose lives were taken in the picturesque Kashmiri town of Pahalgam on April 22nd. Make no mistake that this was the worst attack on civilians in India since the 26/11 Mumbai shootings. It has shattered the calm in Kashmir, where tourism has flourished in recent years that we have been seeing. 27 lives have been lost. Yes, terrorism has no religion. But for these barbarians, it mattered. It mattered because they have made it out to be so. Eyewitnesses say that the terrorists ambushed the unarmed tourists, checked IDs, asked them their religion, and executed those identified as non-Muslims point blank. They separated the Hindu men, forced them to recite the azan, then fired the shots. This was no act of random violence. It was an act of hate. It was deliberate and planned. It is clear and straightforward. Terrorism has no religion, only bad faith. Take the case of Saeed Hussain Shah. He was a local pony ride operator who bravely tried to confront one of the terrorists, even tried to wrest the rifle from one of them. Tragically, he paid the ultimate price as he was shot dead by the terrorists.
अल्लाह के कसम खुदाया मैं
एक ही सहारा था, यही कमाने वाला
ये
था।
कमाए वाला चाहिए ये कि मैं दस ये एक बच्चा कमाए वाला से कुछ तो बड़ा ही आसे हाय अल्लाह के कर खुदाया।
India is enraged. How dare they? How dare they spread hatred in the name of religion? A new red line has been crossed and India has vowed to respond loudly and clearly.
मैं भारत के दृढ़ संकल्प को दोहराना चाहूंगा कि टेररिज्म के खिलाफ हमारी जीरो टॉलरेंस की पॉलिसी है। भारत का एक एक नागरिक इस कायरतापूर्ण हरकत के खिलाफ एकजुट है और हम सिर्फ उन लोगों तक नहीं पहुंचेंगे जिन्होंने इस घटना को अंजाम दिया है, हम उन तक भी पहुंचेंगे जिन्होंने पर्दे के पीछे बैठकर हिंदुस्तान की सरजमी पर ऐसी नापाक हरकतों की साजिशें रची हैं।
Earlier, India's Home Minister Amit Shah visited the hospital in Anantnag city where the victims are receiving treatment. Wasting no time, Indian forces are already on a hunt to find the perpetrators as investigators began probing the attack. Well, a team from India's National Investigation Agency or NIA arrived at the attack site to probe and assist the Jammu and Kashmir police. According to reports, tens of thousands of armed police and soldiers fanned out across the region and erected additional checkpoints. They searched cars and in some areas summoned former militants to police stations for questioning. In Jammu and Kashmir, shops were shut and people were out on streets to protest against the killings. But in fact, the whole country is reeling and enraged. They are angry from north to south, east to west. Indians were on the streets demonstrating against the Pahalgam massacre.
ये इंसानियत को जलील और रुसवा करने वाले हैं। ये इंसानियत को नीति के साथ रहते हैं, शांति के साथ रहते हैं, सुकून के साथ रहते हैं, एक दूसरे की हमदर्दी रखते हैं, एक दूसरे की मोहब्बत रंदे कीड़ों से भी गिरे हुए लोगों ने कैसा काम किया है। रब्बा इस मुल्क की हिफाजत फरमा।
In Jammu and Kashmir's Udhampur, girl students from Jamia Ruqaya Lil Banat Madrasa offered prayers for the victims. The spiritual head of the Ajmer Sharif Dargah, Said Zainullah Abdin Ali Khan, on Wednesday termed the Pahalgam attack as painful incident and said that there is no place for such acts in Islam. He said that no religion gives anyone the right to shoot someone after asking their religion.
This is a very painful incident and there is no place for such incident in Islam. Why are innocent people being killed? From the Islamic point of view, they are not worthy of being called Muslims. No religion qualifies you to fire bullets at someone by asking their religion. Why are you defaming Islam? They should feel ashamed.
Well, one thing's for sure, Hindus were singled out for death by these terrorists, but India will unitedly punish the killers of Pahalgam.